Good morning. We're live. Yeah. Okay. Great. Let's just making sure I've got motion here. Yeah. Naturally, as I was getting set up this morning, yeah, everything's ready to go. And then I tried setting up a live stream, and that didn't want to work. And now, oh fuck, let me check something here. I gotta, see if my audio cast fucking turned down my fucking audio. Yes, it did. Okay, that should be better. Okay, cool. I gotta fucking reset something there. That's kind of pissing me off. Hey everybody, how's it going? That should be giving me decent audio at least. How's it going? And let's see here. I'm just gonna close that down a bit. Move that over. Should be good. Yeah. Hey, Myopic. Hey, Timmy. Joey S. Getaway Performance. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? Okay. I haven't done a Monday morning mix review in I don't know how fucking long, but I figure let's give it a shot. Let's see who shows up and how many people we can get in here and see what happens this morning. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a Monday. I mean, like probably at least a year. So good morning to everybody. Hopefully how it's going. Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. Hey, Mafias, good to see you. Music and more. Jay Spring, John Boyle. A lot of familiar names. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Blast Corps. How's it going? All right. Yeah, okay. We got 52 people in here. Fantastic. All right, great. So just what 8:20. I'm gonna be honest here. It's 8:20 a.m. I might have liked to get online a little bit sooner. I did set my alarm for 6:45 a.m., but I might have hit the snooze button a couple of times. Honestly, I got out here. I was trying to get going for 8, but it's just like a couple glitches. Of course, nothing ever goes as planned in doing live streams. That's for sure. Oh yeah, I gotta get AC on. I don't want to overheat my console during this. So here we go. Temperature down. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's not do that. Oh. Hey, Peter. Wow. Good afternoon in the Czech Republic. Hope you're doing okay. Heard you guys had some rough weather there a week ago. Hopefully everything's cool with where you're at in the world. Let's see here. Gateway Performance doing. Okay, big fan of show catch. Hey. Okay. Well, thanks, Gateway. Appreciate it. 5:22 a.m. here. Are you left? You must be a West Coaster there, Myopic. Yeah, where is everybody coming in from anyway? Let's see where we can find the furthest place out. Hey, Danny. Yes. All right, I understand it's afternoon in Europe. Yes. Hey, Rago. Good to see you. What do we got? 69 people in. All right, good. Yeah, that's not bad for fucking 2 minutes. Great. Get it. 69 2 minutes. Still in Washington State, Saskatchewan, Fresno, Northwest India. Wow, you're up early for fucking Fresno, man. Haifa City. I have no idea where that is. Adel, GA. Okay. Georgia, North Carolina border. Des Moines, Iowa. Baltimore. Buffalo. All right. Roanoke, Kentucky. Southern Maine. Columbus, Ohio. The Carolinas. Leeds. Wow. Okay, cool. UK. Yes. The land of fish and chips. And Brazil. Wow. Hey, Victor. Thanks so much for coming in this morning. That's so cool, man. Thank you, Riley. Hey, Deep Burrito. Oh, Jace from Montreal. I got to get back to Montreal one of these days. Oh, we got a couple guys from, hey, Gord. Jacksonville, Florida, Ukraine, Odessa. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, thanks for fucking showing up, man. Appreciate it. Mafias, Israel. Oh, okay. Cool. Hey, J. Loy. Morocco. Wow. Yanpu. Hey, cool. So glad you could make it. Central California, fishing upgrade yard shift. Yep. Oof. Did that for like 18 months, man. Ooh, you couldn't pay me enough to do that again. Ooh. Central California. Oh, I see. Netherlands. Yes, I love Grumpy Bird. Hey, morning. Hey, Anthony. So everyone's just kind of checking in where they're from. So we got some people from all over the world. So far, it's looking like the furthest reaches are Odessa, Ukraine, and Morocco and Brazil. So that's fucking cool. So nice to see everybody too. Hey, Nick. Okay, Orlando. I wasn't there too long ago. India. Hey, that's fucking awesome, man. Rochester, New York. Yep. Cool. It's always noon on the moon. There you go. All right, so we got 98 people in here, and the queue is wide open. Of course, I'd love to review your song and hopefully help you make a better recording. And submix to your mix. All right. And there we go. And yeah, that's good. Okay. Cape Cod. All right. Good for you, Anthony. Baltimore. Do you always double your vocals when recording, or is it just fill up empty space? Depends. I like to double up a vocalist, especially if they're weak. That can usually help thicken things up a little bit. Yeah, and it gives you that bit of kind of, timing thing too that just kind of adds a little bit of depth to a vocal. It's really easy to do. It'll work out pretty well. Hey, Adi. Yes, I've checked out Jim Lill's Tested Series. I always recommend you check out Jim Lill's Tested Series. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I'm sure he's hated just as much as I am. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is there with Harley Benton. Yeah, I love that blue SG clone. It's fucking great. I'm not even an SG guy, but yeah, that's a really great guitar. And so, okay. Yeah, you're in Oregon. Very good. This is my 9 to 5 job. Oh, that's fine, Mr. Rogers. Yeah, I did get up early. I mean, like, this thing, I'll hang out. If nobody's submitting, that's fine too. I'll fucking hang out for a little bit. But, yeah. But if nobody's going to submit, I'm not going to hang out too long. So we'll see what happens here. But because honestly, I'm fucking tired, and I've got stuff I got to shoot. It's like I'm working on this. I got to get this finished today. Working on the new Black Star Polar 4 video. This thing's pretty cool because it actually solves an age-old problem with guitar players. That's being guitar players are too dumb to fucking not clip their signal. This thing actually has like kind of a safety guard to keep you from clipping your signal on the way in. It's like a soft limiter. It's like, oh, wow, somebody should have thought about this ages ago. So it's actually a really fucking great interface for recording guitar. And it's got the St. James software. So we'll see how it goes. Where's lagging? Yes, you are. Hey, good morning, Just Playing Bass. Oh, yes. I used to be a singer, but I haven't sang in ages, and I probably need to fucking practice some before I fucking do anything. I don't know if I make a bass video on bass preamp pedals. I don't know if anybody would watch that, to be honest with you. I would agree, Gary Hughes. Anyway, yeah. So I've got most of that video shot. I just got to do a couple things with it today, like show off the software a little bit and just show how you can't clip it. And then Wednesday, I'm actually gonna go shoot it. I'm gonna give it to Steve Terryberry because he needs a better fucking interface. And I figure that could really help. Yeah, a few people have mentioned the Valveton. Great pedals, love mine. NK headless guitars, great too. Yeah, I do want to review some more cheap stuff. Don't worry. It's in the pipe. I've got a pretty full schedule right now. If I have one bass in the studio, it's going to be a Fender Jazz 4-string. Favorite or affordable? I can never remember what Ibanez guitars are called because they name them after license plates. I don't even see the point of a Sans amp these days. I mean, like, especially when you got things like, like a Quad Cortex Nano. Jesus. What's the fucking point of a Sans amp? I mean, yeah. No, I'm going to go get that tomorrow, Rocco. Excuse me one sec. My back's kind of fucking... I need to stretch my back. Give me a sec. Submit a fucking song. Let's get this show on the road. Oh. So busy this morning, I haven't even had time to stretch. better. Yeah, sorry about that. Had to. Hey, thank you, Sketchy Tracks, for becoming a member. That's always welcome. Daryl Butt from South Africa. Hey, Daryl, thanks so much for coming in, hanging out. And hi, John. No, it's a 20-watt combo amp. I'm going to put it up against my original, or I'm going to put it up against my Soldano 100-watt, and see how big of a difference there really is. I'm going to take a wild guess that it's not going to be a whole hell of a lot of a difference if you're running it through the same speaker, because tube amps kind of all follow the same design. And I'm going to be doing a video explaining that and why I think that's going to be a really interesting video. And it's certainly sure to piss off a few people. But yeah, the whole fucking tube amp thing, it's pretty interesting, when you look into the origins of it and what happened and everything like that. I think you guys are really going to like that. There's an interesting story to tell. And it's still nothing. Wow. Okay. Here I thought, hey, this would be great. I haven't done Monday Mix reviews in like forever. I'll get up. The Europeans will be up. They'll want to get some of their stuff reviewed. Nope, I guess not. Hey, Neverlord. Good morning. Hopefully everybody's doing well. All right. You know what? I'm going to change this. Let's see what we got here. I just changed up my title a little bit. Let's see what I got. Hey, Malaysia. Wow. Cool. Easiest way to make your bass play sound better. New strings. Absolutely. Not learn the fucking song. 135 people. Yep. And nothing. That's fine. You know what? I'm just happy 135 people showed up. You guys fucking rule. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just more than happy to hang out for a few. I've got nothing to review. There you go. Best mic sound of all time. All the YouTube. Great setup. Oh, thanks. This is a Lawton Audio thing. I'm going through the Neve console and into a Great River, a fucking Empirical Labs distressor. I'm gonna be switching over to the Eventide compressor for my desktop stuff as well. That's gonna be an interesting piece when that's done. I put that video out a couple weeks ago. That was a really great compressor. So there, got a track coming. I love the feedback on future live streams. It's not my mix. Okay, yeah, I get it. There you go, Myopic. Okay. Hey, Steve-O. No idea how I ended up here, and I'm sober. Yeah, well, maybe it happens. Oh, there you go. Neverlord just picked up a Bajura 6262, and I absolutely love it, paired with a Mesa 2x12 Black Shadows. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with those Bugera amps. Yeah, somebody keeps going, oh, you're pronouncing it. Hey, look out, world, you're about to... Hey, it's about fucking time. There we go. John Lynn. All right, well, thanks, John Lynn. Got this fucker started, finally. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's see how we do here. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. We're going to give you a spin here in just a sec. Yeah, well, as soon as I download. Thank you, John. Much appreciated. All right, let me just download this, and yeah. But yeah, the Bulgaria apps, yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. Apparently they had some issues according to, there were reports, unconfirmed reports of issues with them, catching fire early on. Whether or not those reports are actually based on reality or just disinformation, I have no idea. I mean, like let's face it this way. I mean, like if you spent $3,000 on an amp and somebody comes along with a clone that costs you 1/3 of that, and it's made in China, you might be tempted to fucking spread a little disinformation just out of pure jealousy. It happens. So I have to take those reports with a grain of salt until somebody can actually show us video of like one of these amps catching fire or something like that. You know, you got to treat it like a UFO report. And then you just get all the people, oh, but UFOs are real. Shut up. All right, let's give John Lent a spin here. Let's see what he's got. Thanks, John. Ooh. It's a beautiful acoustic recording.
Out, trembling hands. It's so unfair. After all you've done, all those clever plans and hidden scams. One thing's for sure. Can't help yourself. Still does away on a broken mind, on a broken mind. Like even then, best on regardless, no other way. With a broken mind, with a broken mind, with a broken mind.
Great chorus, man. Wow. Hey, good morning, Valeria.
One point in time, there was a sign, yet you plunged headlong deep in the sea of misery. One thing's sure, no house in sight, and all the blame lies in your broken mind. Trying and falling into the
Getaway performance, I have no idea.
on a broken mind, on a broken mind. Like even then, best on regardless, no other way. With a broken mind, with a broken mind. You're fooling yourself, you can make it right. So drink it up and accept your plight. Denial just goes to your state of mind. A dead end life, now out of time. With a broken mind.
Hey, I just want to play air guitar there. That's great.
With a broken mind, with a broken mind.
Oh, love those back. John, that's probably your best mix yet, dude. Holy shit. Wow. Love the stretched out vocals. Somebody gets it finally. You know, it's like the reason why rock music works, especially in English, is because you can stretch the vowels out. And that's what basically becomes a hook. Like if you go put on, say, like Bon Jovi, what is that fucking cowboy song, whatever the fuck it is. You know, everybody knows the fucking chorus of that. I'm a cowboy. You know, Steel Horse I Ride, all that shit. Dead or Alive, that's it, yeah. Everybody knows that because that's a fucking instant hook because of those stretched out vowels. John's got the same thing going on here, and he's got these beautiful fucking backup vocals happening. Somebody said the drums are a little thin, and I'm like, yeah, you know, this isn't a metal song, and this isn't, the drums are not the focus. So I don't have a problem with that. I thought they kind of sat in the back and worked out great. John used to love throwing obnoxious fucking snare reverbs on there. He's kind of toned it down a little bit, so big plus there. I thought it worked. I thought it worked really well. Like I said, I've heard a lot of John's mixes. This is probably his best work yet. Great piece of music, John. Like, seriously. That should go on a fucking TV show or something, you know? Like the fucking, you know, the private eye staking out the cheating wife or something, you know? That would be the situation there, or end credit roll or something like that on an episode of Miami Vice. Yeah, take one syllable word and make it three syllables. Yes, because you can stretch out the vowels. Yeah, that was clear to hear it was that Gibson guitar. Shut up, Roderick! Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck's wrong with you? Yeah, John, I don't know what you did there, if you backed off from the mic at all for the backups or whatnot, but those were sitting like fucking perfect. I'd really love to know what you were using, like what kind of gear, like what mic, what preamp you were using on the vocals. So that was just a beautiful vocal sound. And it's a fucking Accord acoustic. Cort makes phenomenal guitars. Yeah, okay, well that's cool. And it's a fucking Accord acoustic. It sounded great. It really did. And that's the thing. I've had enough Corts on the show to know, hey, you know, they're phenomenal instruments. They really are. I mean, back in the 80s, Corts were kind of, you know, not that great. But the thing is, though, Cort is an OEM manufacturer now. They make PRSs. They make Ibanez's. You know, I know they make the PRS SEs. I'm not sure about Ibanez's. I think it's Ibanez. I could be wrong there. That's unconfirmed. But I do know they make the Cort SE or the PRS SEs. That's good to know, Gilbert. I'm chimed in from Japan. Oh, Con Coleman. Hey, busy at work at the hospital. Want to see what's going on in music submissions. Hello. Konnichiwa. Con, you know, we've yet to meet. I think I might be going back to Japan this spring. I think I'm going to go hang out with Accept when they play, and they're going to go play Osaka. What town are you in, Con? It'd be great to meet up at some point. I think I fucking absolutely adore Japan. It's just such a cool place to visit. Yeah, it's really something else. I got to do last year. We got to do 4 days in Tokyo, 3 days in Osaka. Just had an absolutely lovely time. Hey, good morning, Super Monster Party. Still as witty as ever, I see. SCT Tom and T-Bone Mike. Wow. That's amazing that you did that with a Toman mic. That's fucking great. Let's hear. T-Bone SC2. Okay, just for reference here. Hey everybody, check this out. This was the microphone John did that lovely vocal with. So that's a tube mic for $222. I think I should probably review this at some point then. Good grief, man. I wonder if that'll... Oh, yeah, it's got... Oh, look at that. Hey, for all us North Americans... Okay, I'm totally checking this out. It's got a switchable power supply, so it'll go from like it looks like 230 to probably 120. I'm gonna double check that, but goddamn, okay, I think that's going on my must fucking absolutely review at some point because holy shit, that's insane. That sounded fucking killer. Wow. Give me 1 sec. Stream's going good there, musical mix. Switch this fucking voltage. That's fucking awesome, man. That's great. Blind something says, what's in mono? It's in mono, or front man audio engineer has no idea what he's doing. Okay, I have no idea what you're referencing there, blind. There's no rescuing it. Oh, this must be a mix. Okay, great. Yep. Need more mixes. Gonna bail on us. Yep. Yeah, that looks like a killer mic. Okay, I'm gonna add this on stuff I need to fucking review at some point. Give me a sec. Okay, cool. Glenn, what's the phone number so I can call in live? Yeah, I don't think so. Morning, Der Silvano. Yeah, wow. Okay, yeah, did not have a great stream. Yeah, add that mic to the bangers list. Yeah, you're not fucking kidding. Very impressive. Holy shit. I mean, that's the thing. That's the important part. You know, we're also caught up in price points and labels and all that kind of shit. But when we actually listen to something and we really enjoy it and go, "What'd you use?"
Look out,
like,
you're about to witness rock and roll history.
Big T Studio. What could that Big T be for? Okay, Nights Are Forever Without You. Artist. JT with Big T, just need basic mix overview. After last week, I need to add snare room sample. Ooh, hopefully put that room sample into a reverb. That's the thing. Let's see how you do here, man. I hope this goes well. Thank you very much, Big T. Ooh, a little. Hold on a second. I'm going to try and download this instead of the online player because it sounded like the top end was getting fucked with a little bit. So do here, and let's give it a spin. Let's make sure I get all the resolution. Sounds like you've got some serious compression going on that acoustic.
Some nights spent thinking of you. Will I see you again?
Okay. I'm hearing too much compression on the acoustic and too much EQ on that vocal. Now, if you remember the last one, John Linton with that $200 mic, it's definitely, you know, you can get great results with not very expensive microphones. This sounds like you cranked the piss out of the treble, and it's just so sibilant. So here's what you can do: is you want to get a de-esser going on that. Okay, you can boost top end, but you have to counter it with a de-esser so it doesn't tear your ears off on the S's. Okay, you did the snare reverb thing. That's cool. The room sample going alongside the snare. That's great. The trick is you have to send that room sample to a reverb. Okay, it's like a 3-step process.
Stop thinking about you. Thinking about you. Just can't sleep thinking of you. Here alone with the moon. Soft and low.
It also sounds like you've got a phase issue on that snare.
Can't stop thinking about you. Thinking about you. I didn't know it would be so strong. Now
Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some issues going on there. So yeah, it's okay. First off, the snare was out of balance with the rest of the mix. It was just the loudest thing ever. You got it gated. That's cool. Remember, you can EQ that room sample as well and kind of thicken up your snare. But it sounds like you've got a phase issue as well. So make sure to check hit your polarity button there and see what's going on. You know, when the sound thickens up, that's the one you want. So the other thing is, send that room sample out to a reverb, like a plate reverb or something like that, and then just bring it in subtly into the mix. That way it's not so and bring that sample down. Usually you just want to use that sample to kind of fill in the drum, not to fucking overwhelm it. And the thing is, now you got it like that. The snare was like overpowering the entire rest of the mix. So it's like it was louder in the guitar solo, it was louder in the vocal, it was louder in everything. Maybe bring it down a little bit. Try and get things balanced out a little bit better too. The other thing, yeah, like I said, it's like, you got the super loud snare and then the toms are like tick, 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 tick. Where the hell were the toms? We want cannons there, man. So bring those up. Don't be afraid to push those faders up on the toms when they're playing. You know what I mean? And it wasn't too like the song was interesting though. It kind of reminded me a little bit of T-Rex or something like that. So it wasn't too bad, but it does need a lot of work, that mix. So yeah, check your phase. Reverb on the snare room sample. It isn't just throw a snare room sample up. It's a snare room sample combined with reverb. Don't send your actual snare mic to a reverb. It took me 20 years to learn this, to do this. Run a snare room sample alongside your normal snare, and then take that room sample and put that to a reverb. Sounds incredible. Just try it out. Don't say no. Don't be afraid to try something new. So give that a shot. Worked for fucking Andy Wallace on like so many hit records. It could probably work for you. Probably be exactly the thing you're looking for. That and a tighter performance would be cool as well. But the other thing is, remember, don't tear off the listener's ears with sibilants. Watch those S's, those because if you boost the shit out of it, you're turning those up, and those can be painful. So maybe get a de-esser going. Hopefully that's helpful, man. All right. And did we have anything else come up? I don't think we did we? Nope. Halen, leave it. Thanks for all the great content, Glenn. Well, you're very welcome. Thanks for watching. What? Adam Steele? Oh, is Steele in here somewhere? Where are you? Hi, Chad. Just taking a break from carrying on with my workday. There you go. Good morning, Adam. Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for stopping out, dude. Hopefully things are going well for you. I'm gonna actually here. That way. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make Adam a moderator as well, because he's a very good friend of the show. And Anthony Volpe sent us something. Submitting for posterity. He'll check out on the replay later. Okay. Hopefully nobody uploads boobs in a video or something like that, so I can keep this live stream up, because that always sucks when I have to take that shit down because somebody cuts themselves or shows bare tits or something like that. And it's like, fuck's sakes, guys. Yeah. Use your fucking brains. Hey, there's Chernobyl as well. Good morning, Chernobyl. All right. Let's see what we get today. Nothing but a hole. All right, let's see how that works out. Hang on. Boy, really cranking out the heavy songs today.
When we get started on this rock, we're all essentially the same. We start out with love and innocence, and later we learn prejudice and shame. I try to see the light in everyone, but when I look at you, I wanna run. You ain't nothing but a hoe. Oh, you ain't nothing but a hoe. Oh, you ain't nothing but a hoe. Oh, you ain't nothing but a hoe.
Is this like the theme song for like the happiest porno movie ever?
You're full of envy, greed, and lust, wrath and sloth and gluttony and pride. You gave up on hope and peace and love, and that was when the light inside you died. I try to see the light in everyone, but when I look at you, I wanna run. You ain't nothing but a hoe. You ain't nothing but a hoe.
Johnny Rocker says, first mix ever, please be gentle. Johnny Rocker, you have to submit the song through Streamlabs, not through YouTube, because I didn't get a link that way. I do appreciate that. That's great. But, dude, you got to follow basic instructions because there's no way I can get your link through YouTube. You have to submit through Streamlabs. It's laid out right in the video description, man. I'm so sorry. You know, I can only write it out in plain English. If you can't compute that, I really do appreciate that. I feel fucking terrible when shit like this happens, guys. I can't write it out any more simply than that. This is Anthony Volpe who wrote this one, not Johnny Rocker. No, so Johnny, it's fine. It's fine. I really appreciate it, man. I really do. But there's no way I can refund that either. Now I feel fucking terrible. Great. Guys, please just keep it in mind, okay? You have to submit through Streamlabs. Otherwise, I can't play your song because I've got no way of accessing it. Okay. Fuck. I feel terrible for you, Johnny. The other thing is YouTube takes fucking 30% of that shit too. So
You ain't nothing but a hoe. You ain't nothing but a hoe. You ain't nothing but a hoe.
nice fucking break there.
And sycophants to follow you around. It took all
Gotta say the violin's interesting.
we could find to try to send you back into the ground. Your mother thought this phase would pass. Your father thought that you were just an ass. Now you're nothing but a hoe.
Oh, the hand clapping's great.
Now you're nothing but a hoe. Now you're nothing but a hoe. You swallowed everything in sight. You're never coming back into the light. You ain't nothing but a hoe. 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 You ain't nothing but a hoe.
Oh, you're very welcome, Doug.
You ain't nothing but a hoe. 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 You ain't nothing but a hoe.
Oh, that was amazing. Fuck. Okay, wow. Anthony, that was fucking crazy, man. Oh, everyone's going to be singing that the rest of the day. Jeez. Okay, that was an absolute banger. My God, what the hell? That was fucking hilarious. It was a little thin on the mix end, but, you know, the fucking actual, like, song content kind of makes up for the lack of bottom end of the mix. That's for sure.
Hey, look out, world.
And there, Chernobyl's up next. Okay, hold on one sec here. Anthony Volpe. Okay. That was unreal, though. I mean, like, that's in terms of clever songwriting. That one was pretty good, man. I'd say submit that to the Dr. Demento show. Like, that was great. That was, yeah, definitely an earworm if there ever was one. Wow. Oh man, that was an absolute banger. Maybe come in, Eileen. It was actually come on, Eileen. I don't know. This is going to delve into some pretty filthy content here in a minute here. I don't know where the cum was involved with Eileen, but it did wind up on her somewhere or in her. We're not sure. We can't really dust for cum. Sorry, couldn't resist. Okay. Oh man. Actually, you can just do a DNA test, I suppose. But anyway, okay, yeah, it's getting awfully filthy in here. Apologies to everybody there. I'm gonna be singing that the rest of the day, though. You ain't nothing but a hole. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's an idea. Adam, yeah, I kind of forget. Yeah, the whole point of this thing is supposed to be, hey, let's make music. Hey, Glenn, discovered that you can use a boss pedal or any pedal as a reamp box. Yeah, Alex, that's not going to work.
About to witness rock and roll
And
history.
the security report. Okay, thank you. So Chernobyl was first. You're up next after that security report or security records. Okay. Let's give Chernobyl a spin here in just a sec. Wow. Anyway, give me a moment. And
Hey, look out, world.
oh, sounds like we got a show happening all of a sudden. Rocco, thank you. Let's see what we got here. So just going to get these all put into place. And Johnny Rocker. Thank you, John. Oh,
Hey.
okay. I got to play Johnny Rocker because he just fucking donated twice. So, like, thank you, Johnny. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, God. Let me see here. Dun, 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 dun. Mafias, Spaceman. Wow. Okay, so we got, security. You're up after Johnny. I'm going to play Johnny. Just make sure. Okay, that's the Eggs Band. Johnny. Yep. Okay. All right. Got everybody kind of figured out there. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Thank you so much for everybody. Wow. It's 9 a.m. Wow. Maybe I didn't have to get up at the crack of dawn. Maybe I could have just started my show at like 9 and it would have been better. I have to keep that in mind. Anyway. All right. Let's and I'm an idiot. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. As well as a line there. Well, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's hopefully Ace of Spades. Is this a cover? Sounds like a cover. Catchy tune. Okay. Big thing here, you've got no mid-range on that guitar at all, and it just sounds really thin and fizzy. So I know. Here's this took me 20 years to figure out. So I'm going to share with you the golden ticket here. This is going to help you huge. Okay. The trick is not to dial the guitar in by itself. If you're just sitting there with your amp in the room, you got that dialed in and you think it sounds great, and then you go to record and go, well, why the fuck doesn't this work? Why does this sound so thin? Here's what you need to do. You need to put your amp in another room. You need to get a long cable or some way of, or have your amp head, in the room, and then have your cabinet out in the other room, have that mic'd. You need to sit here, let the drums and bass play across your monitors, and then dial in the amp from the room as the other instruments are going. That way you're going to have an idea how they fit in the mix. This is an absolutely critical point we all get wrong. I didn't get it right for a very long time. I had a very long conversation with Henning Pauly about this, and I made a really cool video about it too. And I actually made the video called Why Your Guitar Sounds Like Shit in a Mix. Please watch that. That's going to help out huge. But I can tell you right now, you don't have any mids in your guitars, and you've got too much distortion, so it makes it sound small. I've done some experiments with how much gain you should be using, because a lot of people always tell me, hey, you use too much gain. So I might do a video following that up about how much we should actually be using, because I think that's kind of an interesting point too. And it's all about, trying different ideas and seeing what works. The great thing is, since we now have DIs and reamp boxes, we can experiment with that stuff and kind of get things dialed in a little bit more. So there's that. And it sounds like, you crank the piss out of the treble on your fucking drum mics as well, because that's a common thing to do when you don't get the right drum sound. And that's the wrong thing too. Please see my series, How to Record Heavy Drums. That's going to help you out a lot. Because there's like kick drums basically not there. It is now.
Hey, look out, world. You're about to witness rock and roll.
Hey, Gecko Machine, thank you. Bass guitar can definitely come up too. The other thing is you might want to turn that chorus off, or at least turn it down a little bit during the mix. Automate your guitars down during the solo so we can hear it. Fetus, look at the description. Sounds like you got a little bit of, reverb or echo going on there too. You might want to turn that off. Too much effects, concentrate on the basics, like, getting, your guitar to sit in the mix correctly. It also sounds like you don't have a lot of mids in your bass tone as well, maybe. Yeah, because the overall thing was just lacking. Here's the thing you got to remember when we're mixing. Okay, our ears are most sound sensitive, like in the 500 hertz to 1000 kilohertz range. So if you scoop all that stuff out, your whole mix is going to just wind up sounding weak. The trick is to put some in and leave some in. You don't have to have a shit ton, but have some. You know what I mean? But yeah, just doing the crank the bass and treble on the amp and then scooping out all the mids, it doesn't make for, it sounds cool in the room, but it just makes for a very, very thin guitar sound when you record it. And again, this is something I used to do horrifically bad all the time. So it is what it is. All right. Hopefully that was, I agree. Yeah, the phaser could have not been there. The other thing is, when you're doing leads, automate your rhythm guitars down like about 2 dBs to give it a little bit more space. That way the lead becomes the focus, and you don't have the lead competing with the rhythms. The rhythms should just be there supporting the leads, not drowning it out. So yeah, a few things there. I thought you did okay with it though. Like, I like the arrangement, the pace, all that was great. The other thing to remember though is like, when you do a metal cover of another metal song, you're not really adding anything new. So they don't tend to not really be that interesting. It's, if you did that kind of arrangement to say like the Sailor Moon theme song, that would be interesting. You know what I mean? Take a goofy pop song, take a Wham song or something like that, and fucking, heavy it up. That kind of thing. That's what makes covers interesting. At least that's my opinion. I could be wrong. Some of my favorite modern heavy tones have way more 500 hertz than you would think. Yes, I would completely agree. Okay. Next up, we've got... And that was Security Records. Hey, the Eggs Souvenir, as he's Cleep official. Love your show and thank you for your work. Here's a song of music I made for a band I produced in my studio in France. Okay, vive la France. Okay, let's see what we get here. Hopefully there's no bare tits. You are French, so who knows? I apologize. YouTube's an American platform, and they're way more uptight about this sort of shit than the rest of the world. Let's see how we do here. See, that's mid-ranging guitars.
Raconter si bien sûr c'est toi. Sauf si bien sûr c'est toi.
Wow, a French band in French. That's rare.
T'es à l'aise à me remuer sur le sang, sur relever les coulures. Je l'apprends à l'école, vous donneriez des ailes. Je saurais pas quoi en faire, je pars dans mon lit. Je suis cloué à terre. Je suis cloué à terre. Ça hume, ça tape au fond de moi. La rage au ventre, la haine nous retourne le bide. Je ne savais pas capable de ressentir tout ça. Mes souvenirs, mon bonheur nettoyé à l'acide.
Damn, that was killer. Wow. Jeez. Really great song. That was an absolute banger. I'm going to share that. Hold on a second. I think that deserves to go in the bag or this list. The Eggs. Okay, kind of a lame name, but hey, whatever. Hold on a sec here. Just a sec. I thought it was a really cool song. I mean, I'm just mesmerized there. Go check that out. That was an absolute banger. Good job, man. Okay, mixed critique. I thought the toms were a little thin sounding. I mean, like, you got these big fat guitar sounds, these kind of thin toms. Don't be afraid to leave some bottom end there. Again, cannons, man. Think cannons. Snare was a little dry. Again, you could run a little room sample alongside it and then run that out to a plate or a hall reverb or something like that. Or go grab an old Yamaha SPX 90, Rev 2 room. That's the fucking sound right there. But I thought the rhythm tones were great. The bass tone was great. Leads were great. The vocal was fucking killer. No idea what the dude was singing about, but that's fine. The only French rock song I know by heart is probably Ça va pour moi, which is, if I pronounced that right, apologies if I did not. That old 70s punk song. That song was hilarious. Can't remember anyone. Yeah, that was fucking cool, though. Give me one sec, guys. Got a stretch here. Hold on. Back stretch time. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I spend my whole fucking existence in a fucking chair, you know what I mean? So it's like I gotta get up and stretch, otherwise I'm gonna have problems, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm in this fucking that song made me moist. Whatever, Ray. Okay, okay, everybody. Ray Sega there from Super Monster Party with the witty commentary or attempted witty commentary. Okay, Rocco sent me something, right? I got make sure I got this. Okay. Okay, Johnny Rocker. Yeah, we did that. Gecko Macabre. Okay, cool. Just making sure I got everybody in here. Okay, all right. Oh. Actually, you know what? Maybe it is new chair time. Give me a second. Let me change out my chair. Give me 1 second. Oh. Yeah, I got this from Flexi Spot last year. This is a nice chair too, but it's like, yeah, actually, fuck. Yeah, maybe this will keep my back a bit straight. Actually, that doesn't feel too bad. But I find I can only stay in one chair for so long, and then I got to swap out for the other one, which is weird. But hey, at least my body's not in the exact same position. So there is that. Okay. Anyway, let's give, yes, it was Chernobyl. Let's give him a spin. This is the Desolation Memoriam. Let's see what we got here. Vocal might be a tiny bit buried. I'm sure that's how the band wanted it, though. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Nice lead. Yeah, okay. Apparently it's a long piano outro. I just want to bring something up here, okay? I don't have too much to gripe about. I got a couple gripes, but not a lot. Give me Boy, somebody listened to Woods of Ypres, didn't they? Jeez. Wow. God damn, I thought I was listening to Dave singing there for a minute. Jeez. Okay. Wow. Lay this on a tree. Whoa. That was cool, though. I like that. Yeah, so guitars were cool. The arrangement was cool. I like everything. Like I said, I thought the black metal vocals were a little buried. I'm sure you had a few arguments with the band about that one. That's fine. But yeah, that was definitely some Woods of Ypres vocals. That's for sure. Never heard of them. Oh God, yeah, right. Okay, yeah. That reminds me, I still got to do the 20-year retrospective of Pursuit of the Sun. That's yeah, I should really get that done like next month. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I got to reach out, make sure everything's cool with that. So, plausible deniability. My big issue there with this whole mix is the snare. It sounds kind of wimpy, actually. Again, for this kind of music, we want cannons. Please see my video, Scott. Seriously, I got one called Why Your Snare Sounds Like Shit in a Mix, and I explain how to do the Andy Walls technique. I think a little bit of that blended in with the snare you got there, it's going to make it sound a lot bigger and a lot more interesting than, just the little piff, 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 piff you've got going on there. Because, yeah, the snare's pretty fucking wimpy. It's a big sounding song, and I think you've got space enough for a bigger snare. Don't go fucking.
Look out, world! You're about to witness rock and roll history.
Hey, Peter, thank you very much. You're in the queue. Don't go full John Linton with the snare, but let's see here. Come on, there we go. Yeah. All right, thank you from the Czech Republic, no less. Okay, cool. We're gonna give that a spin in a couple minutes. Yeah. So that was pretty cool, though. Like I said, I love the whole black metal vibe on that. That was great. That was the Desolation of Memorial. I would put that in the bangers list. However, that was a downloader, not a streamer, so I can't give out people's files and shit. So that's just kind of where it goes. No, I don't know their BBT 23 King. I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for you on that one. Will do appreciate. Yeah. Seriously, you can this. Like I said, this is the Andy Wallace method he's used on a million fucking bands and stuff. Like like Rage Against the Machine and various others. What the fuck? Five Finger Death Punch was it? I don't know. One of those fucking bands. Where you basically just put a room sample alongside the drum and then send that room sample out to a reverb, not the actual close mic. And you can get this big badass sound. You just gate it to kind of work around what your snare is doing. And then EQ it a little bit to kind of augment, give it some fucking thickness and some brightness. Send that out to the reverb, and you've got something huge. It's really easy to do once you learn how to do it. All right. Okay, let's move on here. So next up, we've got Mafias with "Hello Spaceman Goodbye." This was actually set in by Rocco. Apparently, he bought it off Spotify, so he's sending it in. So apologies to Mafias. Let's see what we get here.
What does a Martian look like?
It's a nice acoustic.
We don't need your contradictions here. You see that the evidence is clear. I swear we are not alone. Prepare yourself for arrival here. You see there's no need for your fear, and there's no need to be
Wow.
If you see me lying on a white cloud, don't forget to stop and say hi. So long, skinny little spaceman, have yourself a nice goodbye. Yeah, have yourself a nice goodbye. Have yourself a nice goodbye. Have yourself a nice goodbye.
The U.S. Army has denied the existence of these so-called spacemen and declined to comment further at this time. Now back to Tom with the weather.
Don't you see? He's a traveler from another world. Why, a bona fide spaceman, not some creature to poke and prod at your leisure.
That's a really cool synth solo.
Send me a signal and tell me where to wait. Mr. Spaceman, show me your face, man. Give me a taste, man. 'Cause I'll be sitting on a rainbow, waiting as your ship goes by. Tell me, Mr. Spaceman, what do you think of humankind? If you see me lying on a white cloud,
I think those pipes are a little loud there.
so long, skinny little spaceman, have yourself a nice goodbye. Yeah, have yourself a nice goodbye. Have yourself a nice goodbye. Have yourself a nice goodbye, my friend. I hope to see you again someday. In the end.
I have an urge to get up my glitter flares and platforms. Yeah, no shit. Wow, that was just sick. So that's 70s glam rock done really well. That was killer. Like I said, I just didn't like the flute during the chorus. I thought it was a little loud. Maybe turn that down. Otherwise, I was just like an epic mix, man. God damn. That's how you write a 6-minute song and keep people interested. You know, something actually happening there instead of droning on the same bottom 3 frets. Who'd have thought? Yeah, well done. Exactly. Again, that was a downloader, not a streaming link, so I can't exactly share that one out. So that was Mafias, though. Like Mafias, goddamn, man, that was killer. Wow, what a cool piece of music. I really dug that. Yeah, I wish Cletus was here to hear that too. That was really fucking cool. That was Mafias with Hello Spaceman Goodbye. Yeah, definitely a little Bowie going on in there. I said I could have seen that right in the Velvet Goldmine soundtrack. That was just super cool. I love the fact that when the guitars kicked in, you had that like vintage plexi thing going on. I don't know that, but not quite a plexi. But they didn't sound huge. They weren't incredibly fat. They were just very mid range focused, and it worked in the mix though. You know what I mean? It didn't completely. It didn't completely drown out, everything else in the mix. They had their spot in the stuff. And it's like you go put on Hot One by Shudder to Think. Same thing, they've got these Marshall guitars that are very mid-range focused, and they just gotta work. You know what I mean? They're not overwhelming. It's not a metal mix, so you can get away with doing things maybe a little bit smaller sounding. So and just let them be part of a bigger whole. So that's pretty cool, Showed some restraint when you're dialing on the guitars. Mafias, I'm very impressed with your work there. Yeah, that was really cool, man. All right. Next up, we got some brand new Super Monster Party. This one's featuring our friend Ty Christian, who actually did the vocal lesson over on Spectre Digital. If you want to go check that out, Spectre Academy. You can go check that out. This is One Winged Angel featuring Ty Christian. Let's see what we get. I want to make sure this is playing right. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hang on. Oh, hang on. No, stop. Damn it. Okay. That's One Winged Angel. Sorry about that.
Those who look with clouded eyes see nothing but shadow.
That's Ty Christian in there.
No escape from extermination. Fighting for the fate of your annihilation.
Yeah, he's got lovely Ty Christian vocals. Ty's the vocals from Lords of the Trident. You know, he's been on the show a few times, and he's got a wonderful vocal course over at SpectreAcademy.com as well. Yeah, Ty's an amazing singer, that's for sure. Cool, you got him on there. That's from Super Monster Party's on no details yet. Upcoming project, let's put it that way. Honestly, I thought the whole thing was a little overmastered. It sounds like it might have been pushed a little too hard. Then again, it just might be your streaming platform turning it down because of the loud volume. I don't know. I could definitely hear a bit of pumping going on there. So that I do, I'm a little questioning about that one. So not bad, but yeah, compression wise is a bit fatiguing. I think Rocco's on the money there. I thought it was overdone. I mean, we don't need to have the loudest master on the planet anymore. Streaming's made sure we turn shit down and actually let the songs breathe. I don't know. That's my thought anyway. I mean, yeah. You got Ty Christian on the vocals, you know, that's cool and all. I mean, like featuring Ty Christian, that's great, but like, let's be honest here, he's no Brad Johnson. Yeah. Oh, how I long for the return of songs featuring Brad Johnson. Anyway, super cool. Can't wait to hear what you guys come out with though. Super Monster Party should be fun. But anyway, let's go here. Let's see what's up here. Rocco is on the money. Yeah, he might be. I don't know. Super Monster Party. Wow. Wow. What does wow mean? I don't know if wow is good or wow is bad, or you just no one is Brad Johnson.
Excellent.
That's humor, Ray. Okay, in case you don't know, Brad, it's like one of the earliest live mix reviews we did. Somebody wrote in this fucking thing, and here's a song featuring Brad Johnson, and the joke was, okay, who the fuck is Brad Johnson? It's humor. It's not a diss. It's humor. It's like nobody knows who Brad Johnson is. That's kind of the joke. Okay. Sorry, I have to explain it. It's a super long running joke here. No, Ty's fucking amazing. Yeah, Brad Johnson's a legend because nobody knows who the fuck he is. That's all that was. Take care, Val. Thanks for stopping in. Jeez, so relax. I fucking absolutely adore Ty. Great vocalist, great fucking teacher too, actually. So it wasn't Brad Johnson. Like, yeah, the guys who've been following this for a while, they know who Brad Johnson is. Doesn't he sing right? No, he does not. Yeah, again, apologies to longtime viewers that I had to explain the joke, but apparently Ray didn't get it. It's fine, man. It's all good. No, it was a lovely vocal performance all around, that's for sure. I thought it might have been a little buried in spots, but that's it. Anyway, thank you. There's Sclabs79. Appreciate it. Sarcasm is lost on the internet, apparently. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sakes, Ray. I thought I'm disappointed, Ray. I thought you would have got that joke, but my apologies. No, sarcasm's not dead on the internet. Humor's dead on the internet. God, can't be funny at all. Somebody might get offended.
Hey, look out, world! You're about to witness rock and roll
Yuri.
history.
Hey, thanks, Yuri. You're going to be coming up in a few. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I'm getting a hate text from Ray right now. Dude, what the fuck, man? Okay.
Hey, look out, world! You're about to witness rock and roll history.
Okay. Disappointed too long. What the hell? Why are you disappointed? What? No, it was lovely. It really was. It was a joke, man. Relax. All right. Somebody else sent something in here. And Arlette. Hey, Arlette. Thanks so much, man. Hold on a second. Somebody said, hang on. Somebody said to call in. Hang on. One second. I'm calling Ray right now.
Hello?
Hey, Ray, how's it going? You're live on Spectre Sound.
Well, okay, hi.
How's it going, dude?
Hi, everybody. What's up?
Oh, no, dude, seriously, we were just fucking around. No, I thought the vocal performance was lovely. It wasn't meant
No.
to.
I know. I was just playing along with the whole
Ow! Oh, okay.
guy, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Man, it's okay, dude. You take it easy, man. Have a good stream.
All right, how are you doing this morning, anyway, man?
Great, man. It's sunny. It's not raining here in Miami, so it's a good day. We're
Okay.
getting ready for the cruise, right?
Oh, you guys are going to be on the cruise this year?
What?
You're going to be on the cruise this year?
Who's going to be on the cruise?
You said something about a cruise, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. What did you say? Sorry, I must have misunderstood you.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Glenn.
All right. Have a good day, Ray. Take care, bud. Can we get weather updates too? Yes, we can. It's fucking, I don't know. I don't have any windows in the studio, so I don't know what it's going to be like out there. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can we get Rob Halford on the phone? No. It's 9:42 a.m. and the priest is on tour right now. I'm sure Rob's probably sleeping off the night's show from before. So I'm not going to fucking, I'm definitely not, I don't have Rob's number anyway. I wouldn't even know where to bother him. Okay, anyway, let's play a fucking song here. Anyway, thank you very much to Super Monster Party. Always appreciate having you on the show. Anyway, suspected spam. All right, let's go. Here we go. Oh, Amory's Last Breath official music video. Hopefully there's no bare tits in this.
Voice of the law, come hear my tale. One hand claps back to cast blame. Let the music play. No price to hide your silence. Content speaks through. No fight to crawl for you.
No, I don't know what the it's definitely 24 frames. It's like just my screen cap's not syncing correctly with it for some reason. Okay. So that was Emery's Last Breath. They put that out about a month ago. Okay, cool. Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing really to complain about. Everything was exactly where it needed to be. Mix-wise, it was great. I thought the cymbals actually sounded quite sweet. There's no harshness on there. That's cool. I thought the drums were a little dry and a little phony. A little too perfect, if you catch my drift. And that just kind of turns me off. I'm tired of hearing robot metal drummers. It sounds like you guys had a drummer. It would have been nice to hear him on the actual record, not, the completely sanitized version of the drummer. Actually, I'm working on a piece right now where I got a couple drummers playing the same beat, and I'm going to show the difference, what happens when you start adding samples and time alignment and all that kind of shit, and how you lose the individuality. Should be pretty interesting. I was fucking around with the script on that last night. I think I finally got something interesting. Actually started that 2 years ago, and I think I finally got something for it. So, that's the thing. It's like video ideas take a while to get fleshed out sometimes. But overall, yeah, like I said, there's nothing to complain about that. It's very much screams modern digital though. It's like everything on that was perfect. And I think that's going too far at this point. I think we've heard a lot of perfect records, and perfect records just don't work for me. Like I said, it's like, maybe let's hear some more of the band on there and the actual individual playing instead of the fixed versions. That's just my thoughts anyway. Hey, if there's an audience for that, that's fantastic. I could be completely off my rocker. Personally though, I'm just kind of over the whole super hyper polished kind of thing. That's for sure. I thought the singer was great. Like I said, the tones were lovely. Everything was right where it needed to be, but it was all just too fucking perfect to be an actual band. No need to R2D do the shit out of things. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. I'd love to hear what that band sounds like live off the floor. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Queen used to play live. They do all the bed tracks live. I mean, like, maybe you guys should take a hint from them and see what you can do, without a net. I'd be fucking interested in hearing that. All right. Anyway, perfect records were born. Yeah, I would agree with my Opic there. Yep. Modern music's become sanitized for our use. I would agree. It's like, let's leave some humanity in there. Anyway, but again, mix-wise, nothing to complain about. Like, everything fucking was just checked off the box. I don't have anything to add on that point. Like I said, I think it's just might have gone too far with the production. And I don't think we're hearing the band there. That's just me. I apologize. But yeah, there we go. Again, I don't want to be offensive because obviously a lot of work went into that, and I can recognize the amount of work that went into that, the polish. But at some point we need to start exercising some restraint. Like, a great example would be Tom Allen just finally remixed Rock and Roll, Judas Priest's first record. And that would have been so easy to fix, but he respected the songs and left them as they were. He only brought out the best elements of them. And I think he did a masterful job on that. So that would be a good example to go check out. Okay, next up, we've got Master Kool-Aid. Okay, interesting. I'm downloading that right now. Bear with me right now. I think this is going to be very unpolished. I'm hearing guitar buzz here. It's 5.5 minutes. Uh-oh. Well, it sounds like you turned up the treble on your snare mic, because that hi-hat is about ready to tear my ears off. Why is everything on the left? And you're clipping big time. you're mixing on headphones? Yeah, okay, that's the big mistake there. Cali LP6s, man. Polish is fine, but you can go too far both ways. Take care, Con. Thanks for stopping in. Absolutely, we all do start somewhere, and I'm going to try and be helpful here.
Paying me to yell at this guy. I can answer that. For money. I never thought I'd live to see this. Gentlemen, there's a solution here you're not seeing.
Well, that came out of nowhere. Okay. Okay, I'm going to preface this with, yes, we all start somewhere, okay, and that's fine. We're all new at one point or another. I listened back to my earlier recordings, and I just like, yikes. So, okay, so you said you're mixing on headphones. Okay, that's the first thing that's got to change, okay? You can get yourself a set of Cali LP6s over at Sweetwater for like, I don't know, like, what are they? How much are they anyway? Hang on. These are what I recommend for somebody who doesn't have a lot of fucking money. LP6 V2s. Yeah, here you go. Let's see here. Yep. And yeah, here you go. That's Cali LP6s right there. These are what you want to get. And that's going to be a great way to get started mixing. Okay. If you want to mix seriously, if you want to get better, you need to start mixing on monitors. Yes, I understand a lot of guys can mix on headphones and get good results, but those guys aren't beginners. You know, if you're starting out, mixing on headphones is just going to be bad news all around. The other thing is you need to test your mix on several different playback systems other than your headphones. You need to play back on radios, on stereos, car stereos, you name it. Go play it in the real world on several different things and see if you're happy there. That's the other thing. Okay. And LP8s if you got the extra bucks. Absolutely. And okay, so please see my series, How to Record Heavy Drums. Please see my series, Why Your Guitars Sound Like Shit in a Mix. Those are going to help out huge, okay? So I'm giving you homework, okay? You need to watch these. They're going to help you get better results. So, okay, there was no vocals and the song was too long as well. I mean, like I understand you want to be creative and whatnot. Try and be creative in 2.5 to 3 minutes and see if you can limit yourself to that and see what you can do in that space before you start stretching out your artistic vibes, as it were. Try and fucking make something punch in a much shorter time frame, because again, with all the information out there, with all the entertainment available to everybody at the click of a button, what's going to compel anybody to listen to your stuff? So you'd better be able to deliver the goods immediately. So there's that. Guitars sound like they were recorded directly out of the back of an amp. You said you put a VST on it, remastered with a VST. That obviously didn't help. Please see my series or my video. It's linked in this one. It's called Why Your Guitars Sound Like Shit in a Mix, and it'll show you how to dial in your guitar sound to work in the context of a mix. The other thing is you've got some noise issues going on as well with your guitars. So that tells me you might be picking up some radiation from your power outlets or something else. You might want to turn your guitar pickups up. Don't play it. Walk around the room and just find out where the least amount of fucking noise is coming into your pickups and record in that position instead of just anywhere and, with a really annoying fucking, all that hum and noise and buzz and interference, because it's not pleasant to listen to. So you've definitely got your work cut out for you. You've got a lot to do, and there's the thing, you gotta, skills don't come overnight. You got to build on them. And like I said, so hopefully some homework there is going to help you out big time. But please just Google or just do a YouTube search, How to Record Heavy Drums. It's like a 8-part series I did, and it'll lay it all out for you on how to get great results. And just do that, and start with that, and then work on your guitar sounds. Again, you have to mic a cabinet, okay? You can't just plug, take a cable out of the back of your guitar amp and record that and hope it sounds good, because it's not going to work. The sound of an amp is terrible until you put it through a speaker. The speaker is the ultimate decider of your tone. So speakers are very, 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 very important. I spent a large portion of the show explaining to guitar players just how important a speaker is when you're recording. So yeah, it is an awful lot of fun though. So yeah. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully, if what is it? Honestly, the song is a demo from 2017. I'm going for it. I plan to be doing all this consideration going forward. Okay, great there, Gecko. Hopefully that was helpful, man. Hopefully that was some help to you. Yeah, like I said though, the trick is try and write something in under 3 minutes. Seriously, nobody's got time for a 5-minute song anymore. You don't do the longer songs till you actually have an audience. Fluff's Free Amp Sim even has a built-in noise gate. Yeah, check out Fluff's Free Amp Sim, man. Seriously, try that out. And yeah, the other thing is, make sure you don't clip your signals. That's big time too. Digital does not like to be clipped. So if you see the meters going into the reds, turn shit down a bit. All right, next up, we got yoursoulmetalcore.com. Okay, this is interesting. Hey, thanks, Crown of Ages. Okay, first thing you want to do is see my video, Why Your Snare Sounds Like Shit in a Mix. There's a link in the description of this one. Homework. Watch that. It'll explain to you the Andy Wallace method, because that snare sounds thin. Too much EQ on it as well, I think. Too much EQ on the kick, too. It's all top. There's no real bottom to it. Okay, short and sweet. That's how it should be. Yeah, 3 minutes. Thank you. Especially when there's no lyrics. Obviously, that's a work in progress, so that's fine. Yeah, bass guitar can come up a little bit. I'd say go grab Element Bass over at Spectre Digital. It's going to really beef up your bass tone in a way you're going to like. I guarantee it. Because the bass did sound a little small. Guitars were okay. A little more mid-range would have been okay. But yeah, the drums overall were really, really spiky and very dry. Again, my video, Why Your Snare Sounds Like Shit in a Mix. Yeah, that can explain it to you and give you some strategies to help, flesh out your drum sound a little bit. The whole thing was very, very clicky. It sounds like you're using a sample pack of some sort. Be sure to not EQ the living crap out of them. I know we're all tempted to just start EQing and whatnot. Just do yourself a favor, push the faders up and listen. Does it need any fixing? What really needs fixing? That kind of thing. Just see where everything works. Move it up, move it down with the guitars and bass and just see how it sounds before you start EQing. Because you'd be fine. You probably need a whole lot less EQ than you thought you did. But yeah. I mean, yeah, that was just a couple of riffs. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say for that, other than, get some fucking clank on the bass and a little bit of compression. That's for sure. Okay, take care, Mafias. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, but, yeah, well, it wasn't competitive with loudness, yes, because that was obviously a work in progress. So I'm not going to bitch about that too much at that point. All in all, it wasn't bad, but like I said, just be careful with how much EQ you're putting on those drums because it's really easy to make samples sound very plasticky with EQ. So be fucking careful. All right, next up. Reach the Stars by Leaving Traces. Let's see what we got here. Now that's a nice guitar and bass. That wouldn't surprise me, Big T. Oh, that bass tone is killer. I think this might be a little overmastered, honestly. You hear a bit of pumping going on. Drums are a little buried, honestly. Well, that's some fucking killer bass playing, man. Is that a fretless?
But I'm trying to reach the stars. Days go by too fast to see. But I forgot just how to be.
Oh, those are definitely real drums.
Trying to reach the stars. Trying to reach the stars. I don't know when I reach too far. I should have known better by now. But I'm trying to reach the stars.
Wow. Okay, absolute banger. Mix wise, drums are a little bit flattened out there. They were a little dry. It was cool, but I thought the drums got a little bit buried in spots there. Great vocalist, great bass playing. Holy fuck. And this, notice though, the bass was huge and the guitars were a little bit thin, but overall the mix sounded big. This is the thing, guys. Don't be afraid to thin out your guitars a little bit.
Rock and roll.
Hey, wandering with somebody there. Wandering with tip. Okay, well, thank you, wandering with. Appreciate it. You're up in a minute. Oh no, SoundCloud. Ugh. Yeah, we're gonna give you a spin in a minute here. First up, we got Rust 827. But back on the subject here, it's like I think that's a great illustration of how a great bass line can really make a fucking song work and make a mix work. It wasn't the thickest, fattest, heaviest guitars ever, but that mix sounded gigantic because it had a great bass. And I think that fucking I think that's like a perfect example. Like killer bass playing and just worked so well. Sounds like you had your tone knob rolled down or something like that then, because you're kind of getting a fretless kind of tone out of it. I dug it. I love what worked. And just shows you don't even have to have a clanking bass either. You can have something with the tone knob rolled down and get something really fucking cool. So great job. I really like that. Killer vocalist too. So that's in the bangers list if you want to check that out. That was really cool. Use Boger and amp knob on the guitars. Okay. There you go. What do you know? Well, alrighty then. Okay, let's get going. Blame the knob. There you go.
Hey, look out, world. You're
Hey, Alan Dean. Okay, well, thanks, Alan Dean. Appreciate it. Ooh, Alan Dean's going to skip the queue here in a sec here. Yeah, let's fucking split that down. Let's set that for a fucking grab. Okay, so let's play Rust. Apparently, I got to skip the first 45 seconds because there's a really important intro on here. Okay, here we go. Too much EQ on the toms. Might want to work with the mic position because that's just click, 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 clack, clack, clack. Okay, yeah, this is all like over EQ'd. Remember, guys, put the faders up first with everything going together, and then see if you need EQ. Because this is all, you just crank the shit out of the 10K on the kick, and the snare sounds it, and the toms really sound it. And that way you don't get fucking drums, you get Tupperware. Which just went bankrupt, by the way. Sounds like you got reverb on the snare. Again, this is where you want to take... Please see my video, why your snare sounds like shit on a mix. You want to get a room sample on the snare, gate it, and then send that room sample out to a reverb, not the snare itself. Worked for Andy Wallace. It's on a lot of incredible records that people love. Trust me, this is going to work. Hey, SJ, thanks for stopping in. At least we can hear the bass guitar. It's almost there. Maybe bring that up a little bit. That sounds reasonable, Startico. Morning, Gibbo. Yeah, that's the big problem about the kick thing. Yeah, when you start throwing on all that 10K, you risk losing the fucking bottom end on the kick drum, which is the case here. You got a typewriter kick and you got Tupperware toms. It's just, you got to back that EQ off, man. All right. Yeah, again, you might have a little too much EQ on the guitars. They're a little thin sounding, so be careful how much mid-range you're taking out too, because guitars are a mid-range instrument. Remember, what makes the guitar sound heavy is the bass, as we just heard in the song before this one. So yeah, it's like if your guitars, you want your guitars to sound heavy, a little more mid-range, and then bring the bass up. That'll fill in the other part, and that way. Tupperware toms before. Never heard the phrase Tupperware toms before, but yeah, they did sound like it. Again, because he had no mid-range in the toms. So yeah, they start to sound like plastic. Got to be careful there. So, let me see here. Turn the bass up a little bit. A little more mids in the guitars and a little more mids in the toms. Bring those up. And bring your kick flat. I want you to go flat EQ on your kick drum. Bring your fader up. Then maybe add in a little bit of 10K. And maybe scoop out a little bit of mid-range, but not a lot. But play with your fader first before you start EQing. Get that to sit in there. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that's going to help you out. And again, please see my video, Why Your Snare Sounds Like Shit in a Mix. It's going to, like I said, it teaches the Andy Wallace method of snare mixing, and it's going to get you great results. You just got to, it's kind of like you're doing a little bit of three-dimensional mixing kind of thing there. Got several things all going on at the same time. All right, next up, we got, Alan Dean, We Die Young cover. Cool. Let's give it a spin. Expecting great things, Alan. Hey, Crown of Ages, thanks so much for sending that in, though. Good luck, man. Your album comes out tomorrow. Good for you, man. Just remember, this is what Alice in Chains originally looked like. All right. That was really well done. Sounds like you had the reverb on the snare mic. And here I go again. Reverb. Okay. And again, hey man, you can ask Cameron Webb. Okay. He fucking told me the exact same thing. Stop putting reverb on your snare mic. Put it on your rooms. And again, just run a room sample beside your snare, gate it so it blends with your snare, EQ it so it blends with your snare, and then send that to your reverb. Trust me, it's going to sound fucking huge. You're really going to like it. So that's my only gripe with that. Maybe turn the vocal up just to see here. But other than that, yeah, it was really good. Like, you nailed the guitar sound. That was great. The guitar playing was really good. The vocals were great, just a little buried. So my only gripe there was the snare reverb. And like I said, stop putting reverb on your snare mic itself. But it did sound very, very, very nice. So well done. Very much appreciated, Alan Dean. Like, thank you so much for sending that in. Very cool. Good luck with your release tomorrow, man. Seriously, I hope it goes well for you. I think you're well on your way to get something cool. Alrighty, let's do one last one. We've got Wandering with Wade. Forget Your Name featuring Scarlett. Once again, disappointing. Not featuring Brad Johnson. Let's see what we get. And it's on SoundCloud, so the top end is going to suck. Yeah, Spotify's fine. Again, cool fucking bottom end here.
The silence sits an empty chair, but I don't see it. There was that clear to think that you would show up like a violin.
Hey, good for you, Riff Engine.
You take control of me, I lose my sanity. I'm drowning in the web of your light.
Yes, I've got time for a couple more submissions.
Now it's my
Yes, Spotify links are fine.
turn, so let me taste the
Oh, this is a killer vocalist.
I'll be the monster in your wildest dreams unless you come clean. I will never leave. That's what you get for messing with my head. Slowly you start to wish I could forget. Every diamond, he would run away. If you saw me, he wouldn't come to play. That's what you get for messing with my head. Slowly you start to
Alec P, watch my video. Wire snare sounds like shit in a mix. It's in the description for this video. It'll lay it all out for you. Yeah, I feel like the song should have been in the Matrix.
My mind's a prison, and you hold the key that could set me free, but you haunt me, and I can't take you loose. Like a poison, you infect my thoughts, my mental state is caught in your grip. Welcome to my living hell. Now it's my turn to be a nightmare, so let me taste the depth of your despair. I'll be the monster in your wildest dreams, unless you come clean, I will never leave. That's what you get for messing with my head. Slowly you start to wish I could forget every moment. You would run away if you saw me, you wouldn't come to ground. That's what you get for messing with my head. Slowly you start to wish I could forget your name. Forget your
Okay, that was a total banger there. One lovely mix, lovely vocal. I'm always wondering if that was an AI. Like, that was cool, though. I put that in the bangers list. Wandering With, that was fucking stellar. Like, love the bottom end on that. That was just wicked. Yeah, oh, okay, that is a real singer. Okay, well, hey, Wandering With Wade, sending that in. That was awesome. That was fucking cool. Like, great job. Holy shit. That was fucking just absolutely lovely. Like I said, if you guys want to check that out, that's in the bangers list. Like I said, I don't really have much to say about that mix other than do more of it, because I think you found your thing, man. And yeah, she was great. That whole thing was just awesome. Like, that could have easily been in a bar fight scene in a Matrix movie or something. That was so cool. Or maybe that fucking movie End of Days with Ralph Fiennes and Angela Bassett and Juliette Lewis. That would have fit right in on that movie too. Like, yeah, that should be in a film somewhere. That was really fucking cool. Absolutely a real singer. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Yeah, she was fucking great. She really was. Wonderful job, man. That was just a stellar mix top to bottom, man. Great job. Massive improvement. Yeah, this is the thing. A bunch of you guys just started out with me on this show a couple of years ago. I've just noticed, how much your mixes have improved over the last couple of years. Here's a great example right here. Wade's stuff was always pretty good, but that one was just like, Jesus Christ, dude. That was fucking stellar. Good job, man. Good job. Yeah, I'm really impressed, dude. Seriously. That was fucking killer. Yeah, maybe then that in the next John Wick movie. Send it into the John Wick producers. They could probably use it. Okay, let's give it a spin. Next up is Sanity's Rage, and the notes on this song are...
Look out, world, you're about to witness rock and roll history.
Dad Sweater sent me something. Okay, great. Dad Sweaters, you're up next. Thank you very much, Dad Sweaters. Appreciate it. As I was gonna read this, okay, working on new material with Sanity's Rage from Belgium. This will be on the album releasing early 2025. Well, hopefully we can be some help here. Let's see what we got. 7 minutes! Ugh. Well, my first idea would be split this into 2 songs. Guitars are really thin. Again, this sounds like the guitars were dialed in the room, and then he tried to make it work. That's a lot of bottom end on that guitar. That definitely sounds like you dialed those in the room and mic'd it up and tried to make it work. That's a cool vocal. So if you were smart, you took a DI of those guitars. You can reamp this and get it dialed in like no problem. Make sure you run the drums and vocals when you're dialing in your guitar sound. It is absolutely critical, and it's something we all fuck up I got it wrong for 20 fucking years. Once I started doing that, I started getting much, much better guitar results. And there's no bass guitar to speak of. Bring up the bass. There's going to be your heavy, your heaviness. As we had learned from that song a couple minutes ago, a great bass line is going to make the guitar sound that much bigger. So you want to start rolling things off a little bit. I'm hearing a lot of bottom end on those guitars. So you want to get in the high pass filter right to about 90, maybe all the way up to 100 hertz. Clean up that bottom end and leave it for the bass guitar. Take care, Mr. Mercuria. I'll be back up tonight. Hopefully you'll stop in. Take care, Will.
Blackened by hate, my soul cries out, and cries out for better days. When I see the people lost in that mindset, in a race towards inevitable fate, the only feeling I get, it's cold, sanity's rage. These eyes have seen things.
You want to make sure you automate your rhythms down here as well. Make a bit more space for the leads. Take your rhythms down about 2 dBs when the leads are playing. And Flutter, I'm live right now. This is what I'm doing. I'm evaluating. Stretching a little bit too.
Where only self-importance finds its way. Lives consumed by imposed desires. Our lives lived in disgrace. Through the waste of emotional connections, where empathy has perished long ago, I still find myself lost in reflection upon the simple truth that I've come to know.
I'm gonna wrap it up now. I got like 2 songs here. I think I gotta need to get busy doing some other things here. I'll be back up tonight though. Okay, see here you backed off the rhythms. Killer vocals though.
My soul cries out, red cries out for
right, Sanity's Rage. That was Sanity's Rage by Sanity's Rage. Not to be confused with Sanity's Happiness. Okay. All right. So I pretty much laid it out there. So my big issue there was the thinness on the guitars. Again, this is like have the drums and the bass going when you dial in your amp. Seriously. In the control room. That way you know exactly how the guitar is going to fit. Believe me, it's going to make a huge deal to you down the road. There's a reason I've got the amp sitting right there when I'm working on a song, because I'll fucking sit there and just get everything going, and then I'll tweak the amp and see how it sounds in the context of the mix. Because remember, this is how it's got to work. If you're dialing in the amp in the room, oh, that's my sound, you're going to be guessing when it comes to how it's going to work in the mix. I mean, like, even if the guitar player insists on dialing in the amp a certain way, that's absolutely fine. You can still move the mic around and get it to work better, but you got to have that context of the drums and bass going to really get an idea of what's going on. Oh, well, Arlen, you did a fucking killer job on it, dude. So, hey, there you go. Yeah, check out Arlen's song there. Leaving Traces Reach the Stars. There's a link to that. But that's the thing. You can roll off the bottom end on your guitars and bring the bass up, and your song's going to be way heavier than just being all guitar. I mean, yeah, there's a reason why we need that. All right. Loud bass guitar. Turn it up. Oh, okay. Sorry. Just, yeah. It's 10:30 in the morning. I already need a nap. All right. So next up, we've got IIWI by Saul Good, Maine. Sax, drums, and violin. Okay, let's see what we get. 5 minutes, 24 seconds. There was always a reason for bass players. It's just they didn't know it. I like this.
Hardest lesson I ever had to learn was to let it go. I knew the answer to a question I wasn't meant to know. Oh, and you ain't gonna tell me shit, cause I'm gonna have to learn it the hard way anyway. And I'm gonna chill and hang in there like the strawberry and two tigers, babe. It's always you, motherfucker. Oh, you know I ain't on that sad boy shit, cause I do know you. You talking about doom and gloom, I'm talking about freaky tales in the bedroom. Me, personally, the world's been good to me. I've had to forgive a few people 1,000 times that I used to call family.
Shit, that ain't that bad.
Cause it is what it is. And no wonder you see life as some bullshit. Cause it is what it is. Even if it don't even have to be. It's all good, man. Hey. It's all good, man. It's why I take these long roads where no one's around. Deep in the darkness, it'll be better tomorrow. I promise. Afraid of silence. Shit in the night. Just let the wind take us to another road. Breathe you in, let you fly away. I'll keep chasing the sun till we meet again. And if I only see you in my dreams, that's okay with me. Cause I got a few more tries like a cat with 9 lives. Hey, maybe I'll see you in another lifetime.
So good, man.
Listen to the wind when she calls. Hear her whisper to me all night long.
So good, man.
You're dreaming on a lifetime. Why you confuse it 'cause it is what it is, and that's all my mama and my kids. Hey, get it straight, 'cause you know we ain't hating, we just demonstrate. A mark gonna do what a mark do, and a trick gon' trick. You can act brand new if you wanna, but you know it is what it is, 'cause it's so good, man.
Hey, look out, world! You're about to witness rock and roll history.
Okay, this goes on for like another 45 seconds. Like, what the fuck? All right. Okay. All right. That was cool. Sorry. I thought that's. I'm just looking at the artwork for this next song. I'm gonna show that to you guys in a second because this is hilarious. That was an interesting song. I'm mix wise, I don't have much to say because I just don't fucking know that kind of music. I thought it was cool though. I thought it was hilarious. It was very, very, very satirical. So yeah, that was great. I dug it. I really did enjoy that. The bass sound was great. I love how you kicked it up there near the end with a big snare reverb and all that kind of shit. You know, a lot of dynamics going on in that song. That was fucking cool. I really enjoyed that. How do I mix review that one? I don't. It's all good, man. Yeah, there you go. Okay, seriously. Whatever the fuck you're doing, do more of it. That was really cool. In a fucking weird Frank Zappa meets hip-hop kind of way. So the best comment was somebody had said, pass the lube, Diddy. Jesus Christ. Using some discuss to say, what the hell was that? Maybe I should. Trap ions, bit hip. That was fun. Okay, now this next one. I'm not gonna complain about the mix yet because I just don't know, but you got to see this. Okay, so many years ago, around 24 years ago, actually, I did a band with, I recorded a band called Betrayer, and I put their album out and whatnot. It all went great, and they sent it in for a review, and the first comment was, "It looks like this artwork was done in math class." And I think we found Betrayer's spiritual successor here. That looks like it was definitely done in math class. This is Isith. I don't fucking know here. You tell me if you think that was done in math class or not. I mean, like, wow. That's something else. Let me see here. Yeah. I just wanted to give you advice to record everything myself, including the drums. Long time sub of the show, and I love your honesty. Okay. So yeah, we're going to give this a spin here in a second here. Somebody asked what time I'm on tonight. I should be on about 7:30, 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern. So hope to see you there. Anyway, let's give Issa a spin here. And this thing, if you're recording everything yourself, that's cool, man. Yeah, we're all new at one time or another. So, you know, I'm not going to be too harsh here other than the artwork. Those are really thin drums. Too much EQ, my friend.
I see your eyes in the shadows. They glow like the moon in the midst of the morning sun. She comes for you like so many times before. he's left me here, alone with the shadows and gloom, with the break of the morning star. Her eyes are cold and blue, like so many times before. Her sorrow weeps and mourns within me. Within me. Within me. Is there any way out? She's lost herself. Is there any way out? She's lost herself. Is there any way out? You've lost yourself. Is there any way out? You've lost yourself within me. Within me.
All right. So the big problem there, obviously, is the drums. So homework. I've got, like I said, I mentioned this earlier. I don't know when you came into the stream, but I've got like an 8 to 10 part series called How to Record Heavy Drums. Just go to YouTube and search How to Record Heavy Drums. That's going to help you massively. It just sounds like you've got way too much EQ going on because you weren't happy with the tones. Remember, and this is the thing. I see this all the time. You always see pictures of drums mic'd up in the studio. And it's always all the close mics and whatnot, but they never show you the important mic, and that's the room mics. That's the really important part. You need good room mics to make a drum sound good. And it's like, because you pull up the close mics and it sounds fucking kind of dark and kind of shitty, and then you start adding treble. Oh, there's the air I'm looking for. Well, no, it's not the air you're looking for. It's the room mics. So what I'd like you to do is just put up all your faders with no EQ and then figure out where everything's got to go and then start making smaller tweaks. Don't crank the living crap out of the treble on your snare mic, because it's obviously you got a lot of hi-hat bleed, because that hi-hat was very difficult to listen to. Don't compress the living shit out of your snare mic either. Please see my video linked in this one, Wire Snare. It sounds like shit in a mix. Explains how to do the Andy Wallace method. It's like a little bit of, you got to copy the snare mic and then you got to put a sample on it and then blend that in with the original one and then send the room sample to a reverb. That's going to get you the huge snare sound, not cranking the shit out of the treble on your snare mic. And it'll keep your hat under control as well. Room mics, though, are an absolute must, though. That should be your first priority when miking drums, not the close mics, but the room mics. Get great room mics. And you might need 2 or 3 people to pull it off and make it sound really good. You're going to need somebody to play the drums. You're going to need to be sitting at your mix position. You're going to have somebody move the mic around the room and try and find the sweet spot for it. But yeah, that would have been my suggestion. Hey, Kareem, thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'm going to be back up tonight as well. But seriously, dude, I hope that's helpful. The guitars weren't bad. The bass wasn't bad, like I said, but it's just the drums were tearing your head off with the treble and whatnot. So keep that in mind. All right. So back off the top end a little bit. Anyway. Okay. Start with a good sounding snare drum. That's true too. But like I said, it all comes down to where it's been mic'd and whatnot. It might have been a perfectly fine snare drum, but there's just so much EQ going on. It's not helping the mix. That's all. That's for sure. But you definitely get your drum sounding good in the room first. So yeah, that usually means new skins. Check that out. And yes, check your mixes in mono. Absolutely. All right, next up is Politics and Pro Wrestling by Benjamin Bach. Let's see what we got here.
Is about to make you scream and shout. In the blue trunks, it's Mr. Billy Buster, the nature boy.
This is not mastered, by the way.
Like him, and you really shouldn't learn to love him. Woo! In the red corner, Mr. Gerrymander, the American dream. He wears a mask of crimson red to deceive the nearly dead. From Boca Raton to the
Mixed by a guitar player.
Here's your fate now with money in your face. If you don't grab it, you'll still get the game. All right, all the hell.
Compression on the vocal will help too.
Listen within, run by the happy and the fast. If you don't obey these commands, leave wild driver.
Turn the bass guitar up.
It's bringing good ideas to we the people. We'd assume that you would get elected, and the homeless fence could be fed, but no, they're fixing everything.
Way too much bottom end of that lead tone, by the way.
It's bringing good ideas to we the people. We'd assume that you could get elected, and the homeless fence could be fed, but no, they're fixing everything. Media, moguls on high, owners of the Federation. I found all the ropes for the man. Pro wrestling, politics, wrestling. Pro wrestling, politics, wrestling. Headlock pro wrestling, politics, wrestling. Pro wrestling, politics, wrestling. Wild driver.
Okay. Well, we're all new at once, and that definitely sounds like you're very, 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 very new at recording, and that's fine. We all start somewhere. So, congratulations on using real drums, though. That's cool. It's just, yeah, it sounds like a guitar player mixed it, because all we can hear on the drums is basically the hi-hat, and everything else is kind of buried, and the guitars are really loud. Sounds like your vocalist was cupping the mic because it sounded like this, and it sounded very flat. So first off, crack your vocalist upside the back of the head with a 2x4 and tell him to stop fucking cupping the goddamn mic. Get his hands away from the fucking microphone. That's going to be a big plus right there, because it sounded like ass. Let me see. Room mics on the drums. Doesn't sound like you had any. Those are the important ones. Get the best mics you have and put them up in a stereo pair in your room somewhere. And again, that's kind of a 3-person operation. You're going to need somebody to play the drums. You're going to need to sit at your mix position. Somebody's going to need to move your mic around and try and find out where the best spot in the room for your drums are. The other thing is the guitars definitely sound like they were dialed in on their own. Ooh, this sounds good in the room. Then you went to record and wonder, why does this sound like shit? You need to have the drums and bass going first. Pre-recorded, and then dial in your amp as that shit's playing. That's going to make you just sound that much better. Bass guitar should come up, obviously. The other thing is, when you're doing your leads, you need to put a high-pass filter on your leads all the way up to about 200 hertz. So all the crap below that gets thrown out because you don't need that, because that's already supported there by the rhythm guitars and the bass guitar as well. Just sounded like you had bottom end crank the fuck on your leads, and yeah, that's why it sounded fucking like it did that way. Walmart DJ mics. Yeah, I have so many boombox albums. Yeah, that did sound like it was recorded on a boombox, and maybe it was. I don't know. But yeah, that's my suggestion to where to start anyway. So please see my series, How to Record Heavy Drums, and then How to Record Heavy Guitar as well. But please, I implore you, watch my video, Why Your Guitars Sound Like Shit in a Mix. It's going to explain to you in a very meticulous way how you can get better guitar sounds with not a whole lot of work. And again, that's all that stuff's for free on YouTube. You know, all you got to do is click on a link. Their video links are in the description to this. You can click on that. You can watch all that stuff absolutely free, and you can get some fucking killer results. All you got to do is be willing to put in the time. I do appreciate you sending that in, though. And again, it sounds like, you know, this might be your first or second recording or something like that. Again, we all start somewhere. And the trick is just to not fucking give up. The idea is put the time in, put in the work, and you will learn as you go. It took me a very long time to learn all this stuff. I'm just trying to help you shortcut some of that learning process and get you where you want to go a little bit faster. The other thing is, if you're not too good at recording guitar, grab a copy of Bogren Amp Knob, because it's designed to sound good right out of the box, so you don't have to fuck with it. That might help out a lot. But please, 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 when it comes to recording drums, room mics, and how to record heavy drums, start with that. You're going to get better results. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody, for sending stuff in today. I got to go shoot some stuff here in a minute. But I just want to say thanks to everybody who sent stuff in. That lets me do cool things like pay my editors and that kind of shit. So I do appreciate that. I'm going to be back up tonight, probably 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m., something like that. And we're going to go for another round. But thanks again to everybody for sending in. I really, really do truly appreciate it. This is a lot of fun. I haven't done a Monday morning in quite a while, and I might bring it back. Yeah, we did all right. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And I want to see you again. So hopefully you'll be up tonight. We'll see you then.